Hello everybody, and here it is. This is a €10 guitar I bought in a little teeny boot fair over here in Perpignan, or near Perpignan. It had strings on it and it played and it sounded amazing. The strings were quite old. Voila. And a bit of a thick gauge, I've got to say. And the tuners, well, they felt a bit lumpy, and these are genuine, no name, no blame tuners from, I'm thinking, 1975-ish. I think 75 is probably the best bet. I've seen catalogues from 1976 and they've changed the model a little bit, but I think this is a 75 guitar, and it's made by Cimar guitars by Albenez, and it's a model 371. And as I say, it played, and it played really quite well. It had those strings on it as usual. One of them was wound incorrectly. The neck had a bit of a strange look to it, and when I took the cover off, the truss rod nut was completely loose. So I've given that a little tighten, and now if you look down the neck, I don't know if you can see down the neck, it's not going to be easy, but it doesn't, I can't tell if you can see that, but it doesn't look too bad at all. There's a little bit of a step here, tiny bit of a step, and a couple of the frets need a tap down and glue. Also, I am not good enough to do this, but it needs a refret. It's played a lot of A minors in its time. There's a groove there, a groove there, and a groove there. That would be an A minor. There's also a dirty grey groove there, making a D shape. So I think we've played A minor and D played on this quite a lot, and there's quite a few grooves just there, and there's a really nasty lump in the fret there. There's a couple of nastinesses in the frets. And what I want this video to be is basically a man with 2% of the talent and 2% of the tools that somebody like T. Woodford on YouTube has got. Somebody maybe like you who's got some tools but maybe not the right tools. You can pick up a guitar that is all right and you can make it play quite nicely, and I've done that several times. I've repaired guitars for students I've got. I'm no craftsman and I'm no luthier, but I can mend a guitar. Cutting to the chase, when I took the strings off this, I found it had 3 broken ribs, and I don't think I'm going to be able to show you them, but basically the structure inside a guitar has got these little braces in it. I'm calling one a rib, and well, it's got 3 cracked ones, and I'm going to make small bespoke videos showing how I make this guitar, which was playable, slightly more playable than it was. I thought it was just going to be a set of strings, but it now looks like it's going to be 3 ribs, altering where the bridge is because it's slightly sharp. It's slightly sharp at the octave. I don't know if you know how to set up a guitar because I'm no expert at it, but at the 12th position, that fret will now bisect the whole length exactly in half. And if it doesn't, when you play the note at the 12th fret, it'll be sharp if it's too short between here and there, or flat if it's too long between there and there. And being flats, very unusual. They normally sharpen, and as I say, if you watch someone who knows what they're doing, they can explain why that is. I think mainly it's because of the wood getting older and shrinking a little bit. But as I say, I'm going to make little videos repairing this guitar the best I can with limited tools. You can follow me and you can repair a guitar with what I've got, which is basically not very much at all. Maybe some wood glue, that would be handy. Right, signing out. Look for part 2. I think we're going to do something with that first. The bridge and the bit that holds the bridge. There's the technical term for that. See you later.